Hello there, I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. How are you? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for joining me on today. Many of you are asking, God, can this be real? Can the narcissist be that cruel? Or am I just imagining it? Can they change? The holiday seasons is very difficult for many of you, and you notice that the narcissist is something edgy about them on the holiday season. If you think you went through all year, holidays, special days, or if you go through grief periods, somebody dies, you expect the narcissist to be there. Guess what? Those hobos are gone. They are out of here. Why? They cannot handle it. They don't want the responsibility of carrying you, catering to you, dealing with you emotionally, going through your mindset. So what they do, they vacate, they leave, they ghost, or they torture. What do you mean they torture? They abuse you emotionally. They can't handle that type of emotion because the narcissists feel that they should have all the attention. They feel like I should be the one who's getting the attention and you're taking from me. You're stealing from me. And if I give to you, you can't give to me. And sometimes what a narcissist would even do, if they're going to get more out of it, they'll throw a crumb in and they'll get the whole loaf. So you are saying, can the narcissist really be this cruel? Most of you have never dealt with a narcissist before. This is really new to you, and you've never had this kind of abuse. You never had it on this scale. Many of you been there for years, and you've waited for change. You prayed for change. You hoped for change. And it seemed like the older they got, the worse they got, because narcissism is a personality disorder. And in order to change, you have to have an introspective of what is wrong on the inside. Well, when you feel a sense of entitlement, you don't see what's wrong. You see outside excursions of what's wrong. You see outside perimeter of what's wrong. You don't see introspectively of what is wrong inside of you. The narcissist sense something is not there. They sense something is not right. They're even cognizant of behavior modes that are not right, but they know that they're not going to change those modes. Even if they wanted to change because of new supply, they know that they can't hold that parameter for a long time, that their personality is going to come out. So you find that a narcissist is progressive, man. They are moving with great speed. Everything they do, even if you're with them and you may go, you never really go on the golden buzzer. What do you mean? You don't go to the platinum or the gold. Why? Because they already have you. They're already married to you. They're already living with you. You're already living with them, or you're living with their family. The worst is when you're living with a narcissist and their family have to be narcissists. Then they going on you as gangs. This gang narcissist family, they gain attack you, and they support each other, not you. And the parent in that house, or the dominant figure in that house, make sure you're always undermined. They make sure you're always devaluated. And if it's just you and the narcissist, because you're married or you're living together, the narcissist is prone to abuse. They will abuse you. The narcissist will never give credit for what you do. They undermine your promotion. They undermine your weight loss. They undermine if you look good, you dress good, you're beautiful. They're always attacking your beauty, especially the somatic, which is caught up in image and how they look. And the narcissist will compete against you. Even though they're male, they will compete against you as a female. Why? Because the narcissists want all the attention and they don't want you to get anything. So what they do is tear away at the strongest point of you. If the strongest point is your looks, your beauty, and everywhere you go, people are mesmerized because they think, oh, you must came out of a magazine. You look like a model. Why aren't you modeling? That's the point of attack, because that is the competitive edge against the narcissist. And guess what? The narcissists feel like, who are you? You need to be privileged to be with me. You will never be what I am. You will never equal up to what I am. You need to thank God that you even have me, because I usually don't go lower than myself, because you will never be equivalent. There will never be an equilibrium. with the narcissist. And many of you are dealing with the holiday blues. Oh my God. And you know what? Many of you, we are doing a Clubhouse. Join me on Clubhouse Tuesday at 7:45 Pacific Standard Time. Well, we're going to deal with the law of economics when you're dealing with a narcissist. It can be malignancy economically. And some of you are experiencing that, where you're having to buy everything. You're having to purchase everything. The narcissist will tell you, I don't have it. The narcissist will say, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting into it. It's not my holiday. It's your holiday. I don't believe in Christmas. Christmas doesn't work for me. It's not good for me. I'm sad around Christmas. Nobody catered to me. Nobody give me anything. So the narcissist makes sure that it is absolute catastrophe for you or the kids. They would threaten not to even buy the kids anything. I'm not buying the kids nothing. It's not my holiday. You want it, you buy it. You want to do it, then you do it. But you do it without me. And then they'll tell the family, I tried everything. I don't know why she's attacking me. And you'll wonder, why is this person so cruel? Why do they lie? I'm doing everything I can. The narcissist want different food, you find a different food. The narcissist wanted the house a different way, you do the house a different way. The narcissist said the house isn't clean enough, so you hire maid service because your cleanliness is not good enough. And whatever they want, and no matter what you do, it's never enough. The personality disorder won't allow contentment. It won't allow them to be satisfied. No matter what you do, it would never, ever, ever in 1,000 lifetimes be enough for him or for her. The female narcissist can be even more cruel. Why? The dynamics of nurturing, absent, empathy, absent, but she has your kids and she used them. And you're thinking because she's the nurturer, she will care about the kids because she birthed the kids. They're yours. And to hurt you, she will hurt them. Whether emotionally, sometimes physically, psychologically, or she appears like the perfect parent, goes out shopping for them, and cause all kind of havoc and hell when she comes in the house. So you ask, are they really this cruel? Unfortunately, it is so. And it's part of their personality disorder. No matter who we talk to around the world, some of the same things are happening in homes, in situationship, because you can't have a relationship when it's not mutual, because you can't relate. Trying to change the narcissist is going to literally drain you. You say, yeah, but I feel that if I stay in it for years, if I stay in it long enough, they'll love me. If I show them that I can love them, if I show them the change, they will be with me. You can be with a narcissist for 50, 60, and we have them 70 years. And guess what? The aging narcissist. Go to my videos and look up the aging narcissist. They usually get worse in the personality disorder, because this personality disorder can prevent them from having an introspect of what is going on the inside of them, and they don't change. And because they don't change and you are changing, and usually the longer you stay, you're going to the demise instead of having an introspective increasing. You say, what do I do? You have to spare your mind. You have to spare you. And sometimes you have to spare the children. What does that mean? What does that look like? A therapist, Psychology Today, has therapies. Get a therapy that specializes in narcissism. And look in your city, look in your state, and there are therapists that are willing to service you in your city and in your state. And you say, you have no idea what I'm going through. Well, you know what? Some narcissists can be verbally abusive. And when you have a narcissist that verbally abuse, it can be very, very difficult for you to remain there. And I don't want you to remain if your life is in jeopardy. If you feel that you are in jeopardy, I want to let you know that you don't have to feel that way. I want to give you a number that you can call for help. You say, can I get help? Sure, you can. There's always help. Is the narcissist that way? Yes, they are. But you don't have to be there in constant grief, in constant pain, in constant torment. There is a domestic violence hotline that is here just for you and to cater to you. You don't have to go through physical violence. You say, yeah, but if he told me I call the police, he's going to take my children away from me. You do not have to be afraid of that. The domestic violence hotline will help you. They will help you. And once you call this hotline, you don't share any of this information with anyone. Let me give you this number. The number is 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-799-SAFE. SAFE. 1-800-799-7233. Many of you saying I'm undergoing physical violence. And I've been hurt. I've had broken bones. I've had burns, cuts, scars. You don't have to go through that. 1-800-799-7233 is the domestic violence hotline. Once you communicate with a domestic violence advocate, you don't share that with anyone. You do exactly what they tell you to do. They're able to accommodate you and the children in your state. They will ask you a series of questions. They will even give you a series of instructions. You will follow those instructions and you will do it with great discretion. Even your best friend, it may not be wise for you to communicate that information to them, especially if you don't know whether the narcissist has gotten to them and they become a flying monkey or an advocate for the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist will go to any extreme to keep you miserable, to keep you hostage, to keep you isolated, to keep you imprisoned within the scope of their control element. So please feel free to call the domestic violence hotline or the Psychology for Today for a therapist. If you find it very difficult to leave, then find a therapist. I am a life coach, very different from a therapist. You can write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. Destiny Helper, make sure you put the 12s on there at gmail.com. I would be thrilled and great privilege to talk to you. Is the narcissist the way they are? Is that the way they're going to be? And is it real that they're that cruel? You living with them every day. And when you love them, and all the time, we're madly in love with the narcissist. And it seems like if we just do right, they'll change. Because in a mutual relationship, it's give and take. And usually if you give something, it can implement change. Unfortunately, that is not the case in your relationship. The dynamics of a narcissist and the relationship or the situationship you have with the narcissist is quite different. And many of you that have been there 10 years, 15 years. We've had people that have been there for 40. We've had people who have been there for 60. One lady was there for almost 80 years with the narcissist. And in the 81st year, he left and divorced her. You have no guarantee, so you have to be wise and see what it takes for you to be free and the children. What does it take for you? You are the only one that can make that decision. You are the only one can know your next move. Get wisdom, get a support group, Get the dynamics of your situation with a therapist, a psychiatrist, and you make the decision. Know what you're dealing with. Know the dynamics of a narcissist. Go online, see the 9 traits of a narcissist. Understand why it's a personality disorder. And the personality is the person themselves. It's the way they are from the core essence of how they function. And when you're dealing with the core, you're dealing with an unchangeable, immutable aspect, which could delay years of your life, your health, your mind, your children, or grandkids. Think about it. The answer to your question, are they this cruel? Yes. The answer to your question, is this really happening? Yes. The answer to your question, am I crazy? No, you're not. No matter what people say, no matter what they refuse to believe, you are in the situationship and you live it every single day. And this is one of the hardest parts of the year, Christmas, or a grief moment where the narcissist failed to be there. I am here for you. I am a life coach. I can help, and it will be my good pleasure and privilege to help. And if you feel that you need a therapist, please pursue a psychiatrist. Please pursue, and don't feel bad or any grief about it. You said, but I can't get out. Learn the power of who you are through a support group, through a life coach, through a psychiatrist, through a therapist, or through a counselor. Learn who you are and know there is a strength in you that you hadn't even tapped into. Listen to my videos. These videos will help you in ways that you won't believe until you experience them. Listen to them frequently. Listen to them often. And when you get tired of them, listen over again. You are more than what you've become. I'm Helen Sadler. I'm your destiny helper. And believe it or not, I believe in you. Have an awesome day. God bless.